back to this. I would have been playing the past couple days more since the sequel comes out in 6 hours. Obviously, I haven't because I really just haven't felt good at all. So I want to try to get through as much of this as I can. I'm not gonna buy the second one right away, but nobody's gonna want to watch the first one be played when the second one's out, so will this become a game that I play in my spare time, I guess. I guess one that I trade 100%. Either way, it's kind of disappointed in myself a little bit. And yes, I'm disappointed in myself for being sick for like 2 weeks. I just have not felt good, and I don't know why. In my mind, it's a perfectly valid reason to be upset with yourself. I'll just play the second one through Game Pass. See how far I can make it through this one. I know everybody hates Game Pass because they changed their price. But honestly, I feel like that's the least of our concerns when it comes to gaming. It should be more like, wait, why did they change their price? I'm also Counter-Strike, extremely disappointed. Counter-Strike. Trade ups for knives now, like, why? You're just really giving your game to the bot farms now, so good job, Valve, on that. Really dropping the ball. And like nobody likes that. So, and it also makes no sense because like it basically dropped the price of all my knives and gloves by 50% because now you can just craft them from threads. Somebody on my friends list said like, oh, you can trade up with knives and gloves now. You're gonna be rich. I don't know. How am I gonna be rich? I already have knives and gloves. The people that have a bunch of reds are gonna be rich. I don't have a bunch of reds. I barely have any reds, so actually just, like I said, it just gives it to the bot farms. That sit there and farm weeklies, and then, you know, farm for a couple weeks and you can buy a key for a case, and then you get lucky and you get a red. If that's all it really comes to. And I mean, maybe it's shows the state of the game. If that's their solution to fixing whatever's going on with it. It also shows that they don't care about the state of the game and they care more about the skins. Making money off of them. Because, like, sure, I'm not gonna make any money off of my skins now. And that's fine. I open up a case a week, but if you think I'm gonna buy a bunch of reds, you're stupid. You think I'm gonna open up cases and trade them up for a red, and keep doing that in hopes that I get a good knife or whatever? You're stupid. Like, there's no reason for that. In fact, that just, you know, like I said, it kind of killed the entire thing, so I don't know why they did it. So a lot of disappointment in PC games. Just being sick, I'm just like, I would rather play Marvel Rivals because then I have something to be angry about that isn't trivial. It's like Game Pass, I'm sure they had an actual legitimate reason to want to make more money. Because they probably were falling off because they haven't really made any new games and stuff like that. Valve doesn't have that excuse. Valve has a ton of money. I still say it has to do with the big case opening that, like, Tim the Tatman and stuff did. Like, I called it right when it was happening, right after it happened. I was like, I watched it, it was entertaining. But those guys made more money streaming them opening cases than most traders are gonna make. And they didn't make anything off of skins. Like, they actually lost money when it came to that. So I called it. And it was after that happened that, what did Valve do? They started making changes to how trading works. So thank you, Tim the Tatman, Nade Shot. I can't really blame, like, OniPixel. But I kind of feel like Megalodon was in on it and did it up for a reason. I don't know why they would want to devalue their own inventory. But they did. Oh wait, no they didn't, because they have a bunch of everything. They have $50,000 sticker capsules and stuff like that, so, and those are never going to change in prices, they're only going to keep going up, so they did it for their own personal gain. think Tim the Tatman and Nate Shot should have ever been involved or supported like they were for having a gambling addiction. Go do it in a different game, because you guys completely fucked the market up. So appreciate it. So people that have been, building up inventories and stuff over the course of years. Nothing they did means anything because you guys were just getting given stuff for free. And you're opening it because you guys have big audiences. Congratulations. Like that is 100% entitled bullshit that I don't support. And I don't support that at all. Which sucks because I was supportive of it. It was like, oh yeah, that was entertaining. But lol, they lost money. Well, now it's like, did they? Because I mean, they got some they got reds and stuff. They got a good amount of reds. They got a good amount of blues. So now they can just trade all those out and get a knife that's worth basically nothing now. Because they decided to open that shit up. And I mean, before people start getting upset about what I'm saying, like, just look at the timeline of when all these updates happened to the skins and the skin trading and stuff like that, and then look at how they felt about it. They didn't care because they were making more money off of just streaming them wasting money. Like, they were wasting money and made more money than they were wasting. So why would they care? But nobody, looks at that. People just go, oh, I gave this guy 20 bucks and I was drunk, whoops. Well, in the process, you also screwed. Hopefully you don't open up cases and you gave somebody that money because you screwed yourself over. You screwed over the entire marketplace. You screwed over a lot of big traders. You screwed over a lot of people. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're probably not welcome around anymore. Like, if I had to guess, I can guarantee, you're not. And, whoops, sucks to suck. Just keep playing Battlefield and making your fucking membership money and shit and shut the fuck up and don't open up cases ever again. I mean, all they did was, they brought negative hype towards something that most people just kind of do on their own. And it's their decision. They brought this weird stigmatism of being addicted to gambling. Kept talking about Vegas. Bro, you're not in Vegas, are you? No, you're fucking sitting in your house. You're opening up fucking cases. You're not fucking gambling. You're opening up fucking cases. Shut the fuck up. But no, they had to keep equating it to that, equating it to that, equating it to that. So, and then just to think that nobody would catch on, how fucking stupid are you? Valve's one of the biggest, most powerful companies on the planet. So obviously they're pretty fucking stupid. They didn't think before they acted. And again, I can't blame Oni Pitch. I can't blame the people that have been in the game doing it for a while now. Because they didn't do anything wrong. They've already been doing it. Tim the Tatman and Nate Shot, though, they should have been involved. And the only reason why they were was because they have big audiences, which isn't a good thing. And I mean, I enjoy Tim the Tatman. I find his takes on, a lot of things funny and informative and stuff like that, but I remember that, a day or two after that happened, and they were updating the trades and stuff, and Tim the Tatman and Nate Shot were live, I think, opening cases. Do you think we fucked the trade market up kind of thing? And there was oh, who cares, fuck them. Sounds like somebody that really cares about their fans who were watching them open up cases and giving them money to open up cases, right? No, they didn't care at all. They really think that. They really think, oh, fuck them. Even though they're clearly the ones that like actually have some sort of gambling problem. And yeah, it just, like I said, it just sucks that that happened. That was not what I wanted to see when I logged on. I didn't want to believe it. I logged on and saw that and was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and address this and just say what I need to say so that I don't think about it anymore, and I did that. And like one of my favorite parts was they knew Counter-Strike was watching, because I think Counter-Strike was tweeting out about it, like, oh, one of the biggest case openings, and then what do? They changed the trade ban. And everybody else was very concerned about it. Everybody else that was part of the that stream, the big case opening stream, they were all concerned about what happened. They were like, oh god, we did this shit. What do we do now? There's going to be a huge market crash soon. And that's like Arrow and Tony Pixel and I always forget the Australian guys' names because I just always forget them. But I mean, you can't blame somebody that's been doing it for the last, 15 years or whatever, 10 years at least. You can't blame somebody that's been doing cases for 10 years. Like, they didn't want that to happen. You can blame somebody that just kind of jumped on the bandwagon, though. Which would be Nadeshot and Tim the Tatman. They just jumped on the bandwagon and were like, fuck it. I'm not even gonna blame XQC because he was kind of unwillingly dragged into it. And he just did whatever the hell he wanted to because, he doesn't give a shit. He has enough money to buy the skins that he would want. He doesn't care. But I will, I would 100% say that it was Tim the Tatman and Nadeshot, and that's it. Because they were the only kind of outliers there that weren't already opening cases for the past 10 years or whatever. They weren't the ones equating, they were equating everything to real life gambling. It's not. So between them making the comparisons that they were to two guys that haven't been opening cases for the past 10 years opening cases, it's pretty obvious that yes, they were the cause of the market crash. It's not even a theory. After that whole opening, like I said, they talked and joked about the 7-day trade thing, and then how you could you could get your trade back up to a week after getting something. They joked about it. We're just like, who cares? Well, no, I hope that they care that their inventory's full of garbage anyways. And my inventory's full of garbage for pretty good reasons, because I kind of gave up caring a while ago. I just like playing the game. They didn't even play the fucking game, so yeah, that's another big red flag. Again, two random guys that didn't even play the game ruined it for everybody else. That actually does play the game, care about the skins, care about the market. Ruined it. So thank you again. And I hope that, like, I hope Oni and pretty much everybody else that was on that stream, I hope that they do blame Tim and Nadeshot. Because, I mean, all you have to do is just statistically think about things. And by that I mean, for Tim the Tapman and Nadeshot opening up cases, no. They weren't. And then it kind of got popular again to just randomly open up cases because smaller streamers were doing it, so then bigger streamers come in like sharks and destroy the smaller streamers. So again, it's just bad streamer etiquette. Because I mean, I think, you know, like OniPixel has his audience and stuff, but I don't think it's as big as Tim's and Nadeshot's because they play a little bit of everything, and they play the newer games and stuff like that. They don't just play Counter-Strike and open up cases in Counter-Strike. And again, if they actually played the game, like prior to opening up cases, they would be like, okay, that's fine. But they didn't. They played like 1 or 2 matches, and then were just like, fuck this game, it's full of hackers, I'm just gonna spend money on opening cases. And nobody in their audiences thought about it. Like, don't you think that's kind of weird? Why would you keep donating, like, why would you keep giving them money to open up cases, aside from to inflate the market? And I mean, most of the people watching their streams and doing big donos and stuff seem to just be drunk, or just people that didn't play Counter-Strike, so it makes sense that they would do that. But man, I feel bad for the people that did, because I could see in the chat, like, boy, I can see changes coming after this stream and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, probably. Get ready to jump ship and just sell everything. Again, some things are going to be untouched forever by prices, just because, like, agent skins and stuff like that, they were very limited. If you have like an agent skin that is $100 agent skin, it'll just keep going up in money because you can't get them anymore. Meanwhile, knives and... I bet you the price of knives and breads and stuff like that just went down exponentially because of it. I mean, like I said, like, one knife that was worth about $250 is only worth $150. A pair of gloves that I had that was worth a little over $100 is now worth $50. Another pair that was worth a little over $100, $50. I have 3 pairs of gloves. I used to have 4, but I sold those. Those were worth like I sold them for $800 to get my Steam Deck. And then I saw the price and it was like $1,800. This is what they're worth now. I bet you they're not even worth that now. Because it wouldn't surprise me if, like, I would just love to see how inflated everything has become. And I already know like Anomaly is gonna make a video on it. OniPixel will make a video on it. He's probably already streamed and been pissed off about it. Like I said, I hope that he realizes it. Like, yes, it was fun. You know, he had fun with. But at the same time, I mean, did they go back and watch anything that like Tim the Tatman or anything or Nadeshot said about how they felt while they were opening cases? Because I mean, they said they felt weird and like the odd man, and that's because you were, guys. And that's because you got like Jesus, been opening stuff forever. You got Arrow, he's younger, but he's been, like, he plays the game, he opens up cases, has been for a while. You got OniPixel, obviously plays the game and opens up cases. And then you just have a random Nadeshot. And a random Tim the Tatman that just started opening up cases because it was trending on TikTok or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm just really upset that that happened. I mean, I wish I was kidding about the price difference there, but no, I'm not. Like, I mean, the gloves I have aren't anything impressive. The knives I have aren't anything impressive because I got rid of those. Like, I used to have a case-hardened butterfly knife. Case-hardened probably won't really ever go down, depending on how it looks and stuff. But I used to have a case-hardened butterfly knife that's worth like 3,000 now. I sold it for way less than that because I just didn't want to play the game anymore. There's a lot of things like that. It's like, man, I wish I still held on to those. Now I kind of don't. Now I just want to get a bunch of reds and do a trade up. See if I can get a random case-hardened butterfly knife. Which is just going to make the cases go up more. Not the skins inside the cases. Skins inside the case are just going to go down more. So I don't know what Valve was thinking with this update, but it just kind of devalues something that they've been building up value for 20 years, which is just kind of weird to devalue your own product. And I'm sure they had a reason, but I don't think the reason was what people want to admit it was, all that big stream. Which is kind of weird to me because, like I keep saying, they didn't make it. Like, those guys lost money opening the stuff that they did. If they would have just sold the cases that they had and held onto the money through the keys, then they'd be up. But they didn't. So I can guarantee everybody that was involved in that is like, why did we involve Tim the Tatman? Why did we involve Nadeshot? Like, Nadeshot's channel was pretty much dead before opening up those cases, as far as I know, and even he mentioned that. I mean, I know I'm gonna get hate because I have a small channel and stuff like that, but it still affects my inventory. So at the end of the day, the inventory on a game that I care about, by the way, like, that's kind of the difference there. Like, of course they're not gonna care. They have somebody donate, you know, $50, you know, gift 20 memberships or whatever, and 200 subs on Twitch, and they can buy every skin in Valorant. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about that. And it's like, incredibly frustrating. Like, I can guarantee it, like, Pixel is making a video right now, or has already made one. I already saw Anomaly tweeting about it, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's already made a video. Oh, and the best part is, even if you do the trade-up for the knife, you can just trade it right away. That's why everything's going to be super cheap, and it's just going to be that way forever now. And the only logical thing I can think of is, well, I guess it would kind of raise the value of purples and stuff like that, because before you could only trade up to reds, and after a while even reds just kind of have a fixed price because everybody's already traded up to reds. And that's the only actual thing that I can think of that would probably be what Counter-Strike says is the reason for doing it is, well, we just wanted to have actual value to the reds again. Because now reds are going to be probably rarer than knives and gloves. Because everybody's going to want to have reds. If you have any reds in your inventory, just hold on to them, because I can guarantee in 6 months they'll go up in price, because people are going to be stupid and trade them up. And again, like, I feel bad saying it, but at the same time I don't. Like, they fucked me over, they fucked the entire community over, they fucked the whole marketplace over, they fucked people that have been building inventories for years over. They fucked people that they don't want to fuck, is what I'm saying. And I can guarantee they won't be invited to any more big case openings and stuff. And I don't feel bad saying that at all. And I bet anybody that's in their community that actually did play Counter-Strike and actually does play Counter-Strike and stuff like that, maybe the people in the community just started playing Counter-Strike and they're like, wow, this is kind of fun. I can just open up a case a week, but, you know, I enjoy the game. Now they're probably like, fuck this game, I'm going back to Valorant, or something like that, you know? And it's nobody's fault, but I think the two outliers in that stream, like I said. Like, I think if it was just Pixel, Jesus, I forget the other Australian guy's name for some reason, and I don't know why. You know, and Arrow and I'm sure the stream wouldn't have had, like, probably about 100,000 people watching it. But it also wouldn't have had a negative impact on everybody that plays the game. because it would have just been people that care about the game at that point opening up cases for their communities who care about the game. And it would have been bloated because of two guys that play a little bit of everything. So that's the only thing that I'm really upset about is just like that nobody in that stream really caught on. Like really, nobody caught on but me in the chat. I think they were just too like lost in the beauty that is big case openings. Yeah, I really don't think Tim the Tap Man and Nate Shot should have been part of that. And that's for the specific reasons I talked about. Nothing against them, but like when you don't play a game daily, when you don't actively play it, when you don't actively open up cases, when you don't actively care about it, I have to actively think that you're just doing it to make money. And boy oh boy did they make money. There's an evil afoot, evil, but it's no foot, amigo, it's a bubble, a dirty bubble, and he's been painting the whole town brown. Track him to Jellyfield fishes. Tracked him to the Jellyfield fishes. No wait, the jellyfish fields. But he cornered us. It's covered. Okay. And I mean, that's just, again, that's just how I feel. Maybe that's not true. I can almost guarantee it is, though. Actually, do want to see if anybody's made any videos on it yet. Because, I mean, this has basically crashed the market for a lot of people, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do, and I hope somebody actually brings it up. And I mean, this is kind of perfect too, just because, you know, I've been thinking about just playing like Fallout and stuff again. So I'm not super, like, actually depressed about it. But at the same time, I am incredibly disappointed if nobody actually goes like, this is why this happened. Oh, wait, Anomaly did make a video on it.
Bro, I just want to let y'all know, I was just at the CS event in Malta. I'm so sick now. I was just in bed, dying, and then just...
What did I miss?
Bro, you can trade up to knives, Sams. Let's read the patch notes first. Gameplay. Adding retakes as an official game mode supporting Diffusal Group Alpha and Diffusal Group Delta maps on official matchmaking servers. Fixed Molotov and smoke interaction logic in cases. Okay, no one cares. Maps. Updated a bunch of the workshop maps. Okay. Inferno. Adjusted the top of quad. Feels like these updates maybe aren't as important as the fact that the whole market is now cooked. Contracts. Extended functionality of the trade-up contract to allow exchanging 5 items of covert quality as follows. 5 stat track reds can be exchanged for 1 stat track knife of a collection from the items you provided.
Oh, Sparkles was the other guy.
Way! 5 regular reds can be exchanged for 1 regular knife or 1 regular gloves from a collection. No way. And that's basically it for the update.
That's fucking stupid.
Every single skin in the game is just gonna crash in price. Every knife, every glove. Gentlemen, it's been been an
fun.
honor.
It's been an honor to serve with you guys.
It's been an honor. R8 revolver, you could now do that, trade up to an old school knife. Please tell me this is a nightmare.
Yeah, just do one real quick for me.
Yeah, I'll do 5-star. This
Oh, yeah,
can't
and this
be
is-
real.
You can get from this collection, can't you get like
Yeah,
emerald?
butterfly emerald.
Yeah.
Use with trade up contract. No! The game is ruined! The thing is.
Wait, do the trade up.
Yeah, wait. Before I do it, I want to thank today's video sponsor. What was it? Thank you for the video. Russian streamer Shadowkick already crafted a knife. He did that by using $1 and $10 skins. Look, butterfly emerald.
I don't wish to interject. I've just seen a tweet that said apparently the knives gained from trade-ups are not tradable.
Oh, even if they're not tradable, it will still impact the market because now people will just do a trade
Not
up.
as much, not as much.
Not as much, yeah, for sure.
Yes,
But this is bro. Okay, Yalla, just do it, please, so I know.
Okay.
Oh my
Well-worn,
god.
battle-scarred, field tested. Okay, gentlemen, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wapab.
Oh.
It doesn't work! It doesn't work!
Wait.
Oh my god!
I got the Huntsman Brightwater. Wait,
cooked.
is it insta tradable? Let me see. It's here. Not tradable, not marketable. So it is actually.
Oh my.
What? This is so weird.
Look at Fury, he's shell shocked.
Fury actually. My grandpa in the trenches of World War One, as his cousin in front of him gets blown into actual spaghetti ragu. And this is crazy. You can trade up to knives. McSkillet made this as a prank video. No, wait, you're doing a statue. Please get a butterfly emerald.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Boom.
Wapam.
Emerald.
Oh, Stat Trek Shadow Dagger's
Stat
lore.
Trek, this is actually fucking crazy.
This is insane. Rod, are you gonna do trade up now?
Yeah.
Look at the name of your M4. That's me, but it's in real life, not in game.
Bang.
Oh,
What the fuck?
That's actually the worst.
It's
That's-
the worst thing
that-
you could
yeah.
ever do. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, butterfly rust coat! No way! Like, people don't understand. All the money that used to be in knives are now gone. They are not rare at all.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Oh! No way! How long?
Like $25.
No way.
Who the? What are they smoking,
I have
bro?
no idea. This should mean that every single knife in CS goes down in value because now people who don't care and just want the knife to play will just actually buy 5 reds and do a trade up and then have a knife and they're happy.
Oh, they tweeted now. CS tweeted now.
Oh, Retakes is back. Check out today's blog post. Buddy, you just made knives trade upable and you're not saying anything? The bomb has been planted and you're running out of time. It's the return of retakes. I mean, that's cool, I guess. You know, retakes, we have a new game mode and they don't even mention that
My
you
favorite
trade
right
up
now.
the knives. I've got such a doomer mindset now. I don't know what's happening.
3, 2,
Oh.
1.
Boom.
Wapam.
Oh! Nomad Tiger! No way!
bad.
This is wild. Fury, are you ready? Carry on with
Yeah.
387. 3,
Case
2,
hardened.
1. Boom! Oh no! It just went to my inventory insta. Okay, let's see. Oh, Pirate Slaughter! What?
That's good pattern.
That's backside and it's not even centered diamond. Where were you when trading 2014, bro? You were robbing people in Istanbul. I think it's actually like Jover. I've never been this worried for the game. If you play the game to have fun, it'll stay exactly the same. If you have money in skins, yeah, then it's cooked. This is insane. I was in bed. I'm sick. I guess it's like a trade protected item. No, you can even apply name tags on it.
You can.
Yeah, I applied it. You can apply name tags on it, so it's not like a trade protected item. I named it CS Dead 2025-10-23. But this is nuts.
You guys want to try out retakes?
Yeah.
A guy said it's fucking over. Panic, sell everything.
Bro, my balls hurt. Wait, look, cards preview. So these are the ones you can choose. Ruse, I see you have some red skins, bro. You should trade them up to a knife.
I'm on Twitter.
Bro, I want to, but I'm broke as shit.
How many reds do you have?
2.
Ah,
Get 3 more right now.
it's only 5 reds and you have a knife.
It's actually crazy. I thought it was like 10 in the red.
You guys having fun?
Yeah, like I can't even focus on the game. Like, I'm just sitting here. It's like when your girlfriend just told you, like, yo, I think we should see other people. And you're just driving in your car in the rain and just like driving to nowhere. That was pretty fun, okay? Retakes is back. Steam is down again, which is nice. And yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen to the market. In my opinion, other than the stat track trade-ups, this is one of the bigger updates they've ever released. I'm just, oh, there we go. I'm just so happy that the knives aren't tradable, because then it would be Jover. Guys, thank you for watching. This has been report of the week. I don't know what's happening. I feel sick. I don't even know what to say. It's so sad.
I got 6 likes because it's so sad. How does this affect McSkillet's legacy?
McSkillet knew. He actually knew. Thank you for watching. Whoopee! I cannot
Split
sleep.
just told me they are tradable.
We just heard news. Apparently, this new update that just released, they are tradable. If they are, that means the end of the universe as we know it. So let's say, just for reference, this is what it's supposed to look like. Either trade protection like this, or if it's traded up, it has the red text. It doesn't. Fury, you check.
Oh my god, I'm so scared, bro.
I think there's so much misinformation now in the
No
beginning.
one knows what's going on.
Let's see. Oh, the daggers are tradable. No, it's over. It's actually over.
It's actually over. It's done.
Knives are tradable.
But why isn't yours tradable?
I don't know. Mine still say not tradable, not marketable, both of mine. So it may just be a glitch, because mine should be tradable. I don't know.
They can't give everybody a fucking heart attack.
It's too late.
I don't know. Why don't they tell us? It doesn't ever say that the items are not tradable in the update text. It just says for one regular knife or one regular glove. So it may actually be Jover. Wait, oh no, I can move them to storage units now. So they are probably tradable. My 2 trade-up knives, proceed. It doesn't work. Maybe they are not tradable?
What's happening?
Everything is so cooked. Wait,
And
can
now
I
it's down
deposit?
again or what?
Can I deposit normal items? I can! So they're probably not tradable. I think it's a glitch. The only thing we know now is that they may be tradable, they may not be tradable, but we don't know. So, yeah. Guys, you might want to take a look at my screen share.
Oh no, don't scare me.
They're tradable. Knives are tradable. It's actually, it's over. It's over. Knives are tradable. I see them now in my inventory, instantly tradable. No! No! Sams, let me try sending you this one.
They're instantly tradable?
They're instantly tradable. Cause I have old red skins. And now refresh. No, wait, they're tradable. They're tradable. They are tradable. They are tradable. Accept. Does it work? Oh my god! Oh my god! No!
It's over.
Everything is over. 2013 to 2025. It's been an honor, guys. Thank you for joining me on the journey.
What you get for buying at 60% both.
R.I.P. I was right.
What up everybody, Counter-Strike just had the craziest update I think I've ever seen in at least 10 years. On the official Counter-Strike news site, the heading is retakes. They've introduced retakes back into the game. Cool, great, fun, I love that you did it. However, it absolutely fails to mention the insane update to contracts. I've quite literally seen YouTubers in the past post videos on this exact update on April Fool's Day as a joke. But here we are, 23rd of October 2025, and this is no longer a joke, this is actual reality. Extended functionality of the trade-up contract to allow exchanging 5 items of covert quality into either a stat track knife or a regular knife or pair of gloves. This is absolutely insane. There's a lot of speculation right now in the market and people are absolutely panicking. I believe it may tank the price of golds because all of these coverts are going to get turned into these rare special items and the supply demand ratio is not going to be the same. There's going to be a load of supply and probably less demand. But on the flip side, the coverts that used to be a couple of dollars each have now absolutely shot up like 10 times in the last 15 minutes. I'm not even entirely sure how this works yet, but I couldn't resist trying some as soon as I saw this update come out, and this was the result.
Yeah, I mean, I
So we
just
didn't
checked
really
the price of
get
coverts,
any
and some that were
good
$5 are now
gloves or
25.
knives from those 6 trade ups. which makes me believe the really, really good, really rare items may hold a little bit more value than all of these lower tier knives that are just going to be completely spammed. In reality, this should make knives and gloves more accessible for the average CS2 player. So in theory, it kind of could be quite a cool thing just to see more knives and gloves in the game, but it's definitely going to have a knock-on effect of making them less expensive, and that's going to be just interesting for the CS2 market in general. I'm getting messages like, is this the end? There's a butterfly knife on Steam Market for 400 euros, shaking my head. Other people are losing their minds and thinking of getting out of the skin industry entirely and moving elsewhere. Apparently you can get a 387 Karambit case hardened in factory new if you trade up Scouts and Victorias or any of the OG collections. This is absolutely wild, and I'm not even too sure how I take this myself. Luckily, I have a large collection of coverts that I've been holding on to, eager to get rid of, and I guess now is the perfect time to use some more. 5 coverts. Let's try our luck once again. I think overall this would come out around the min wear, maybe very good field tested. I don't know if the floats that you put in even affect the floats of the knife or gloves that come out, because obviously factory new gloves are incredibly desirable, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, okay. Sports Gloves Hedge Maze is a sick pair of gloves, and in min wear they are super expensive as well. It is, ooh, field tested. The Sports Gloves Hedge Maze in field tested, apparently they're $8,000. Did I literally just hit an $8,000 pair of gloves from like a really terrible cheap collection of coverts? I'm so confused right now. If I did, there's just absolutely no way that this market and the current prices can stay in the same shape, right? Let's try another one. This one mainly battle scarred and well-worn inputs. So what we should get out is probably well-worn. Oh, okay. Driver gloves this time. And in what condition? Well worn. Okay, maybe the floats you put in do affect it, just like...
Yeah, no, the cheapest covert is $25.
Joining my lobby in CS, saying I think I'm going to lose near enough my life savings. This is why personally I've never stored loads and loads of money in skins, because it's always like a market that Valve can just touch and manipulate and do whatever they like with. They're not even yours. I think they're Valve's as like ownership wise, intellectual property. This one should, I believe, come out in minimal wear and also in stat track. And if you use the stat track, then you can't get stat track gloves, so it has to give you a knife. Oh no, the Navajo Slaughter stat track. I think non-stat track knives are obviously more desirable. And we've got a Victoria in here, so I guess we have a one. I don't even know how it works. I don't know how the trade up. We're gonna, on skinsearch.com, we are going to have to change our trade up calculator and update it specifically for this. Whether the more knives in the collection mean it's got more of a chance of hitting that particular collection. I'd imagine that is probably how it works, but we'll have to lock down all the specifics. I have maybe a 1 in 5 to get the OG knives from this one, so we could get a Karambit case hardened blue gem. Wouldn't that be absolutely insane from basically 5 trash knives? Let's find out. Oh, stiletto for real forest. And what condition? Field tested. I'm trying to search for skins on my website right now, and I don't think I've ever seen it as active as this on the live feed. People are going crazy trying to find items. That's insane. I didn't think all of these terrible trade up outcomes would ever have a use, especially not my Blood in the Water collection. The R8 revolver fade. This has the Karambit Blue Gem, this collection. This used to be worth absolutely nothing, along with these Victorias, but now they're gonna be costly. If that is an 8k pair of gloves we got just from doing these terrible trade-ups.
Yeah, how much is a Victoria worth now?
Someone else joining my lobby. You're freaking out as much as we are. Everybody is freaking out. This one has 3 Victorias in and 2 R8s in. I never thought I'd see the day we were doing knife and glove trade-ups. It's absolutely crazy. Show us an OG knife.
85 for factory new.
Bayonet fade. That's actually really nice. The M9 bayonet fade in factory new, it's like $1,000. Like, did I really just turn something that should be like $100 or $200 into $1,000 that easily? There is just no way the market can stay in its current state. It's definitely gonna have a big change going on. Fascinated to see where that leads. Let's do another contract. We could get a butterfly knife emerald from this, or any type of emerald, we'd accept it. Oh, Bowie knife lore. We'll do a few more of these, and then maybe we'll stop burning like all of our classifieds that we thought were terrible, but are now probably quite expensive. Hella fun to do, so show us a knife. Oh, the bayonet case hardened. That could have been a blue gem as well. I want to go check out that knife and see this new retakes. Like, this was what the update was based on. This was the title of the update. Why would they not mention anything about this? Unfortunately, the blue is not on the play side, but honestly, that looks nice. I'm happy with this one. Looks really nice. If I put something like this into a contract with a whole bunch of other ridiculously low flow coverts, are they going to create like a #1 in the world knife? Let's try our luck once again. These are quite literally addictive. Oh, okay. Hand wraps, duct tape. Don't think they're too great. Did you already make a #1 knife trade up? I made a emerald ruby trade up for that M9 Cara. We could make emerald and ruby trade up attempts, and literally, apparently, we can do the #1 float knife attempts. This is just absolutely crazy. I am mind blown by this update. Just, I never thought they would do this in a million years. But for sure, it's going to break some people, the crazy change in the market that this is going to bring. Survival on Urban Mars. The Judgment of Anubis in this means we get a shot at Chroma 3 collection knife. So we can get like a ruby from this one. Oh, Specialist Gloves Crimson Web. Alright, one more. One more, that's all we got. We got the Operation Riptide in here, so we could get an emerald. Bro! What is this luck? That is absolutely insane, dude. That rivals like the best knife that I've ever even unboxed. It's not an emerald, but that is absolutely crazy. That's a phase 3 Gamma Doppler butterfly knife valued at $4,000 currently. These prices cannot hold, surely. In the old market, I've just printed what, like $15,000 plus out of those coverts, which is it's ridiculous. There seem to be a few bugs with this new update. For example, the cookery knife that I just got in vanilla and traded up to, it has a 0 float and a 0 paint seed. I don't think that's normal for a vanilla knife, and other people have reported this bug too with their vanillas. On top of that, it looks like there's a bug with trade up contracts, where this new trade up math seems to output higher floats, whereas the old math used to output lower floats. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments to this absolutely mind-blowing update. I think everybody is just in full panic mode right now, especially those really heavily invested in something like knives and gloves. Let's set a little like goal on this video, right? Let's say 20,000 likes, and we'll bring you some emerald, ruby, and sapphire knife attempts. I'll promise that. We'll do some trade-ups for those guys. If you want to see it, you know what to do. Slap that like button. I'm quite literally like in shock right now, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too, so try not to panic. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Take it easy. Peace.
Or do panic and sell your stuff for way cheap. Like the R8 Fade is like $50 now. It was not that much. It was like a couple. That's insane. Like that's so bad. So okay, yeah, I basically predicted it and I said it, and everybody's like, "Oh, what were they What were they thinking?" Well, I mean, I said it. Like, what were they thinking? Probably what I was thinking when I saw that happened, and god damn it, that huge case opening is what affected it. I just like how everybody that I said probably already has a video out about it does, so that's alright about that. It doesn't. It's not something I want to feel right about. Like it feels really bad to be right about it. So thank you, Anomaly and Sparkles, for confirming what I said. Maybe just confirm the reasoning for it and just, blame it on the big case opening. Again, nothing against Sparkles, Jesus, OniPixel, Arrow. Because they've all been doing it for years, so nothing against them. They've been opening stuff for years, they also play the game. So nothing against them. Everything against Nadeshot and the Tapman, like they brought too much attention to it. And like I said, they made more money off of people donating, subscriptions and memberships and stuff like that than they made off of the knives and everything. So I don't really understand why Counter-Strike decided to do it, other than to make people like that not able to profit off of their game. Which I'm kind of in support of, because it's like they don't even play the fucking game. The community doesn't even probably play the game, so there's kind of no point to even having them or their community able to do things with the skins. But this update is just weird. Maybe it's because of a weird thing I saw, a weird statistic I saw. And all you have to do is have Counter-Strike installed and look at the one achievement for it, which is literally just to start up a match. Like I don't even think you have to play or complete the match. I think you just have to load into a match and you get the achievement. 33% of the people that have Counter-Strike like installed or in their library or whatever, like however it tracks it, 33% of people don't have that achievement. So that means 33% of the people are probably just bots. So maybe that's why Counter-Strike did it. Like I said, it's only going to benefit those people, or people that have a lot of reds, like Sparkles. Because they can just kind of go, eh. Welcome to the elusive prison of Fengor. No wait, I mean the Murmelair. I live here, don't I? I think this is the last one for this DLC. Yes. And then I can move on. But yeah, I just had to see what other people thought about that. Isn't this Patrick's? Because Quickster is SpongeBob. Also, I want to make sure that that's what I have to do. Complete Patrick's identity first. If to complete his identity card. Can be found on the chemistry table. Okay. Is that it? Patrick's identity card. And also, I just love how it's like, I don't know what they're thinking. Well, they're just thinking, let's just get the game back to just a game that people play. Probably what Counter-Strike's thinking, and they're gonna realize that that's kind of not the case anymore. Like, do I believe it's like the one true esport? Yeah. Do I watch the esports on it? Yeah. But do I think people are going to care about a 20-year-old game that people play the same maps on for thousands of hours now? And that's where the game kind of falls flat, is it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So you're not going to retain any new audience with all these other games that have so much new stuff to them. Or add different modes and different events and stuff like that. You're not going to have anybody that's played any sort of modern first-person shooter that's even free-to-play, you're gonna be like, well, this free-to-play game has more options than Counter-Strike does. It was fun playing Counter, but I'm not gonna play it anymore. So again, this just goes back to my argument of, I think the whole big case opening, if it wouldn't have had Tim the Tatman and 8-Shot, I think it would have been fine. It would have been more discreet, and just people that actually care about that would have been viewing it instead of a bunch of people that probably play Fortnite and Rivals and Valorant and all these other games, who then tried to go to Counter-Strike to hit it big, and then when they didn't, they just stopped playing. And then Counter-Strike's gonna see that and go, okay, people are just trying to play the game to make money. That's not why we're making the game. And they're gonna make a weird, rash decision, and it sucks. I mean, at least case prices are gonna always go up. Now, like, case prices, skin prices, like everything is just always going to constantly be going up now. This was the perfect game to play for this, because it's like, I think Sparkles was saying, everybody's like in full panic. Yeah, I wonder why everybody's in full panic mode, because they don't have, you know, $500,000 inventories or whatever. Most people were probably hoping that their $2,000 inventory eventually becomes a couple thousand more, you know, like 5,000, something like that. I mean, I might just sell my stuff now just to get a new Steam Deck and a new Valve Index and sell all my inventory and just not touch the game anymore. I've been playing it for 20 years. I think it's just time to play games like this now. Actually, I guess over 20 years technically. Or I'll just go back to Team Fortress 2 or something. It's just so weird that they did that today. And I don't think it's people like me that Valve wants to affect, you know. Because I just said I wanted to get one of their other products with my Steam wallet. Like I didn't say I was gonna sell it to have real life money. Terrible day for Counter-Strike. I mean, this has kind of been every update though this year. After the big case opening, every update since has been about trading, and it has negatively impacted the market. The only one that positively impacted the market was the those stupid terminals that you can get. It's like, why is that positive? Because like nobody wants to pay $500 for a skin. It's just gonna go down in price. So it obviously made things better, ironically. But yeah, it just really sucks for people like me who enjoy the game and actually play it. It's like, oh man, I wanted to hold on to this stuff for a while longer and hope that it becomes worth. No, too late. You held on to it for too long, idiot. This is an annoying level already. I already don't want to finish this one. I think this is the last level, so. I think I could just move on and be happy with myself. Now I just want to load my Steam account up with $100. Buy 5 coverts. Maybe I don't even need 5. Maybe I have 5 already. I honestly don't know. And just try a trade up. I don't think I use any of the covert stuff. I have a lot of the stuff that I use are just rare skins. That aren't expensive because they're pretty. They're expensive because they're just old and rare and nobody has them anymore. And I know that it might not seem worth it, but I mean, if I can spend $100 and possibly get a butterfly case harden again, I would just get rid of everything. I think I miss my butterfly case harden. It wasn't a blue gem or anything like that, but man, it was nice to have. Even though the update for the animations kind of made it scuffed to use a butterfly knife now. I I'm just glad that I'm not the only person that's like, oh god, what did they do this for? Like I said, I think I know why they did it, and I think I kind of nailed it. But also so did Sparkles. You know, to make knives, getting a knife more accessible for newer players and stuff. Which I mean, sure. But at the same time, if you're playing the game for knives, then you're probably not a newer player. Metal cleaner. It also makes me wonder how many people play a game for skins and then are just bad at it and then never play it again. Like, that has to be a good amount of people, right? And also, if you're playing a game for skins, you're playing it for the wrong reason. Like, go play something else, you know? Can't wait until Battlefield does that. I mean, it's gonna happen. Battlefield 6 already doesn't have skins that you can earn through playing the game well, and they're going to add microtransactions. Because there's no way that they can maintain the server. It's just, I don't know, it's funny to me the things that are going to be affected and the things that aren't. I mean, with Battlefield, it's like if they added skins to Battlefield, like you know it's going to be affected the play rate of certain classes. And then they just have to keep doing a balancing act with that. And I mean, they're gonna have to do it. They're gonna. I can almost guarantee they'll do it within like the next year. But I think numbers for that game are already falling off. Compared to where they're at with the beta and everything. This is where I invested in like random stickers that you wouldn't be able to get again years ago, because now the stickers that I paid like 5 cents for are worth, you know, a couple bucks a piece. So and it sounds stupid, but it's like once the stickers applied, you can't Like you can scrape it, but then it gets rid of it, so... That's why I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, because it seems like the smarter investment. And it kinda was, so... And I got some patches that I paid a couple bucks for, that are worth hundreds now. And at the time I was like, a couple bucks for this, that's stupid. Now I know though. Now I know if there's ever any agents, get the agents, because once they're gone, they're gone. If there's ever any limited patches, get the patches, because once they're used on an agent, they're used, yeah, so again, once they're gone, they're gone. In cases, if they're discontinued, or going to be discontinued, get them, because they're only going to go up in price. We did that with the gallery case and the fracture case. Like, I only got 10, but it's like I spent, you know, a few bucks on each, and they'll be worth more than a few bucks a piece soon if they already aren't. The thing that's confusing to me though is just how Counter-Strike tries to bring back stuff that's discontinued. Like the butterfly knives and stuff you can get from other newer collections. I mean, a lot of people said that that would make butterfly knives not worth as much, and I think they're still worth just as much, so let's just hope that it's a panic thing. And I mean, honestly, people that are invested in skins clearly are just investing in more skins. Which is like pretty evident to me. Just based on how much the R8 revolver went up in price. Yeah. I don't even want to play anything now, I just want to go back to sleep. That was a horrible way to wake up. I mean, like I said, at least I'm not super invested into skins or knives. Just have a bunch of old skins that are worth not like a crazy amount, but worth more than anybody would have thought 10 years ago when I got them, or whatever. So, I got those, and I got my crappy gloves, I got my crappy knives that were worth at least $100 more yesterday than they are now. Which is just absolutely stupid, by the way. Like now I almost just want to put down like all my knives and stuff when I unbox them. Well, I only unboxed one knife, everything else is from when I sold stuff and then had extra left over. So I can even finish this one. Especially since, you know, 2 comes out in 6 hours or whatever. I don't even know if we'll be playing that. I might play Marvel Rivals first, just as a... Because I'm upset, you know? And that game makes me upset anyway, so I might as well play something that makes me upset. If we're playing PowerWash then too. And I don't even know why I'm upset, because like I said, everything that I have quote-unquote invested in still gonna go up in price, so. It's just more of the, I guess the. Well, there's kind of no point in opening up cases at all, is there? So it actually wouldn't surprise me if case prices drop. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, because why would you open up a case when you can pay like $100 to possibly get a $1,500 knife? I mean, I know a case is only a couple bucks and the key's a couple bucks, depending on the case, but still, why would you do that? You can just guarantee something. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. I think this might be all I do with this one, and I don't know if I'll continue playing more of it. We'll see. I'm just kind of in a meh mood now, so. Okay, bye.